Making tile maps in Unity. This episode is going to be about making one like from an RPG where you have a top-down view, and this tile set I found online. It's a 16 by 16 tile set, so quite small. I like the graphics. They're simple and effective, and I found them on this website called itch.io by the who's Fikri13, and I made a little donation because I thought the tile set was really good, and also I appreciate the fact that it was made during lockdown, and I know I learned a lot of new things during lockdown, especially more about Unity and other programming languages that I've been learning because I enjoy learning. I also enjoy teaching, so this is for anyone who wants to learn about tile maps. Shout out to Brackies who taught me the skill on one of his videos in the first place. And I'm Sam Pennington, and this is my second video. So first of all, we need to import this asset, this images that I found. So I'm just going to grab the images, which is the tile set that I found, and I'm going to drag it into my project template. I'm just going to put it in the assets folder. Automatically, you can see that there's a tile set there, and you can see it in the inspector. So make sure the inspector is visible. And the thing that you need to do first of all is just go through and check all of these off to make sure that you've got the right settings. So first of all, the sprite, it's a 2D. Obviously, I like working in 2D. I'm really terrible at working in 3D, but it's a skill I need to improve on. But I much prefer 2D games. It's my cup of tea. All right, so first of all, I need to change this to 16 by 16 because I actually know how many pixels are in the objects that I'm using. The next thing I need to do is I need to set this to be multiple. So earlier on I tried to do this and I forgot to set it to multiple and I couldn't splice it and I couldn't work out why. A couple of other things I noticed in Bracky's videos that he changed this bilinear to point, and he also changed the compression to none, and I suppose that's a good thing. You then apply the settings to what you've done so that you can then edit the sprites. So you need to go to the sprite editor right here, and then you need to slice them or splice them, however you want to call it. So we're going to do this by grid, and we actually know how big we're going to do grid by cell size because we actually know. See how the cell size is showing now. If we change this to 16 by 16, what you'll see is you'll go and you'll change it to 16 by, then everything fits nicely in each one, and then you just slice and go slice, and hopefully my tile set will be completed and I will be able to use that tile set. Now I'm hoping that worked, and let's see, after I've done that I should have my tiles, and I probably need to apply it. And there you go, there they are down the bottom. And you forgot to apply. And what you see now is the tile set. There's all of the tiles in there. And I hope that I've got this right. It looks all right. Let's have a look at how we can quickly make that into a tile palette. Now, in my previous video, I showed how to make a tile palette, but we'll just see if this has worked, how it's worked. I'm going to quickly make a new tile palette. I'm going to call it tiles. And I am going to create the tile palette. I need to select a folder for this, and I'm just going to put it in here. I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call it tiles. And I'm going to choose the folder tiles, and I'm going to now click and drag every single one of these pictures, which hopefully has come out nicely, and I am going to drag it into this tile set, and I will have a nice tile set. Here we go, select the folder, it'll output all of those tiles into that folder, and then I will have a tile palette that I can paint on the screen. I don't have a background for this particular video yet where the main camera is, but just so you can see, each of these is now an individual tile which could be painted onto a background. And so if you want to know more about how to do that, then go to my other video and you can see how to use a tile map to set up a background. Thank you for watching. That's how to create a tile map from a tile set that you find online or one that you draw yourself. Now, I know there's a video by Brackies on how to make a tile set yourself using Photoshop. My graphic art skills aren't as good or as developed as his are. I will certainly just be sticking to looking for ones, or I could probably do some pixel art and create an 8-bit or 16-bit tile set. I probably could have a go at that, but right now I'm just going to stick to showing you how to use one you found online. Thank you for watching.